heard about one sadhu in Mathura. So I got
Which year?
Well, this is early. Maybe I joined in 76, so maybe 79,
Okay.
78, something like that. But we went to Mathura, Keshavji Gaudiya Math, and Gurudev wasn't there. But the brahmacharis were doing kirtan upstairs. So I thought, it's Ekadasi, let's go see. We went upstairs and they made us sit with them. There was me and another devotee that came.
Who? Ognidev to who?
Yadu Ganguly. Yadu Ganguly, one devotee. book distributor, really good. But, so the devotees told us sit, and we did kirtan. They did for 3-4 hours kirtan. And it was very nice. One very old devotee playing mridanga. And I remember Krishnadas was very, very small. Old devotee playing mridanga. And so after
that was not Krishnadas. Krishnadas not Jain.
And that it was still young boy was there.
His name was Achyutananda.
Achyutananda. Mm-hmm. And so after that they did Harinam to one member's house. And then after that, we did kirtan all the way back, Harinam, from the member's house. And they even let me lead a kirtan and play the drum. And then it was 11 o'clock, pretty much, by the time we got back to the ashram. And at that point, I saw someone sitting downstairs in the corner with a charter over him, with a book open and candlelight, reading. And I had a feeling that must be Srila Narayan Maharaj, but it was so late, they got us a taxi and we had to go back.
At night?
Yes, very late at night. But then very soon after that, in Navadvip, we went to go see Srila Sridhar Maharaj to ask him questions about the 5th canto. Dravida, Ramdas, Abhi Ramdas, and myself. But he wasn't, Srila Sridhar Maharaj wasn't feeling well that day. So coming back, we went on the road and we passed by Devananda Gaudiya Math. And it was Gaur Purnim day. So we looked and it was so busy. I'd never been in there. Neither the devotees with me had never been in there. But they were putting up pandals. There was so much activity, so many devotees. And we looked down the gate and we could see one sannyasi chastising a brahmachari. And I thought, well, he looks like we should ask him if he knows something about the 5th canto. We can answer the questions. And so we approached him, and we found out that he was chastising that brahmachari because there was so much seva to be done, and he was chanting his rounds. He was chanting extra rounds or something. And Gurudev said, we really need all the brahmacharis like that. So when Dravida asked him, can we ask you about the 5th canto? Gurudev said, you can ask me Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, like that. He said, but 5th canto, you should speak to Raman Maharaj. Mm-hmm. So, of course, just meeting Gurudev, I was just so astounded. Such a strong, you could just see Krishna, Gauranga, Gurudev, like that. And so, Gurudev told a few brahmacharis, Vaman Maharaj. So Vaman Maharaj was staying on the first floor at Devananda Gaudiya Maharaj.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it was just so wonderful. Because in that one day I'd met so many beautiful brahmacharis. I even went back that night for the kirtan. And that's when I recorded. What was it? Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira. So many beautiful bhajans. Gurudev sang that. But
then you asked question of 5th canto to my Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, so we started going towards his little room. He came out, and one brahmachari put out a little fold-out table. Small table, and fold-out chairs. And we 3 of us sat, and he came. Of course, we stood up, and such beautiful, beautiful. Everything was a voice. I'd never heard a voice like that.
Very sweet voice.
It's just, everything about him was special. It was very, definitely Swarup Shakti has entered into his chitta, 100%. He's there. 1 foot there, 1 foot here? Who knows? So when he came out, Dravida asked him some questions. And right as we were speaking with him, one brahmachari came and went underneath the table and put Srila Ramana Maharaj's feet on his lap and was just massaging his feet. And there was 3 of us sitting there. We were just looking under the table. It's like, who does this? It's just like, it's a whole different world. But anyway, that's the first time I met Gurudev. And then I came back that night, and and he did the kirtan, and Giridhari, or who was it? One very thin devotee, Oh Hey Vaishnava Thakur, he sang. And then the one who sang Sri Guru Charana Padma was the, Giri Maharaj was?
His name was at that time Govardhan. His name was Govardhan Prabhu.
Govardhan Prabhu.
Later Sannyas name was Giri Maharaj.
Such an amazing kirtan. Totally amazing. These devotees were so empowered. Anyway.
Disciple of my Param Gurudev.
No, so many beautiful devotees. Beautiful devotees. But that was the first time I really got to see and experience his kirtan. And I said, okay, I can't just not go back. So every chance I tried to make recordings and like that. But I knew, I felt good. Now there's one Vaishnava that can help anybody, can help anyone. He tried to help me. He's still trying. Gauranga, Gauranga. But anyway, so many beautiful pastimes. Devotees, anybody who came in contact with Gurudev was touched.
And when Gurudev came here, 96 or 97?
96.
96?
Yes.
Then when you are doing kirtan here only there, but you have stolen?
Yeah, well I told him when he said you stole these melodies, it was a simple melody, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I said, how can we steal something when you're just giving them away, right? Everything's free. But yeah, anyway.
I didn't tell you that, I remember.
Yeah, he was always humorous and serious.
Who would be this Brahmachari Maharaj who was holding your Guru Maharaj's feet?
Seeing photo I can tell.
What's that?
So who is that Brahmachari Maharaj? Without seeing his photo, how I can say?
Yeah, but very small brahmachari. Anyway, it was very beautiful. You can see, because with Prabhupada, you never saw that. With Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The devotees were very respectful and, they gave him massages, certain devotees were like that, but to, in public, go and massage his feet where people everywhere under a table, I've never seen that. But you can see how a pure devotee can bring out that service attitude. You want to serve. You want to serve these great souls. So just get their blessings. Because really, you want the blessings of a materialist? You want money? You want all these things? Nothing. It's nothing. But one blessing of a real sadhu, Krishna must fulfill that blessing. Must. Gurudev ki jai ho, Madhu Maharaj ki jai.
Now, you tell how you can contact the Gurudev, Rasaraj Guru.
So I have two devotees, or a number of devotees to thank. One is Pran Kishore Prabhu, and the other Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha, my wife.
Yes.
And I appreciated your voice message when I let you know she passed. I didn't want to disturb you, or I didn't want to impose on you on your offer. I contacted Kishore Mohan. We went to Jamuna, and we did the ashes there. So there was a time when I had was falling away for many years. You know. And I had met Kankashore and some other devotees at Rathayatra in San Francisco. And they told me about Srila Sridhar Maharaj, who gave me Sri Guru and his grace. And they told me about everything that had happened in some years. And I read that book, and I said, of course, how can anyone dispute this? So through their association, then I learned of Srila Narayan Maharaj, and they gave me some tapes and some manuscripts from his early books before they were even published. And we were introducing Krishna Katha to Krishna consciousness. And when she had heard and read some of his writings, she insisted that she had to go meet him. So it was because of her that we went to the Holy Dham. So when we get to the Dham, we didn't know where we were going. We were in Vrindavan. We walked everywhere. And we didn't know the name of the Math. All we were asking people were, do you know where's the Gaudiya Math? And they say, which Gaudiya Math? We said, I don't know, Gaudiya Math. So we walked for hours and hours all around the Dham. And then near Radha Damodar, one gentleman asked us who we were looking for. He said, we're looking for Srila Narayan Maharaj. I said, well, this is Radha Damodar temple. I knew your Prabhupada. First you should go there. And we turned, and then we looked back around, and he was gone.
Oh, wow.
So we went to that temple, and then we were directed to the month. And at that time, we found out that the devotees were at Govardhan. So we didn't know how far anything was, so we were going to walk to Govardhan. I said, no, you just stay. Devotees will be back in a day or two, like that. And then, when the devotees returned, we went to the one morning program. We were sitting in the back, and we heard Srila Narayan Maharaj's Mangala Charna. And it was the sweetest voice. We were looking like, who is this? So yeah, Srila Maharaj, Narayan Maharaj, all on the dais there.
Fire.
Huh?
Fire.
Where?
In Mathura or Navadvip?
In Mathura. We're looking who's chanting. And never heard anything like this. And then he gave his speech, his class. And then came Krishna Das with Krishna Deva with a driving mridanga. And just amazing, amazing first impression. And then we had, and you were there when we went into his room. I think you had called us. You were in Naveen at that time. We had a duffel bag, and we wanted to make. With Prabhupada, was so formal and everything. We had dry fruits and nuts. We wanted to make a nice plate. You know, and you called us. We said, no, we're dragging this duffel bag with the fruits and nuts all in the plastic baggies. And so I had the bag in front of me, and I was taking out one at a time. Oh, these are dried prunes or dried pears. I'm giving it to either yourself or Prajanath, I forget. Say, here's some of this. Here's some almonds, and they would pass it along. And then Gurudev said, "And what can I do for you?" Rasaraj Prabhu. That voice came from in here came from everywhere. And I just broke down. And the only thing I could mutter was, your association. And they said, what do you say? And then Padmanabha Maharaj, who was Rupram at the time, he said, you want your association moved, eh? And so that was the meeting. And that association has come through him. He was so accessible, and through his devotees, through so many of his devotees who he's inspired in his heart, he's given that association.
Thank you. Now Jagannath Prabhu.
Gurave Gaurachandrai Radhai Pudalya Krishnai Krishna Bhaktai Namo Namaha. I remember my first trip to India, 1996. I'm sitting in a bus from New Delhi to Vrindavan. And I had 3 goals when I arrived in India, first time in this lifetime. I came to find the Guru. I saw somebody coming to ISKCON temple in Riga, Latvia. My second goal was to attend Kartik festivals. And third was to join Bhakti Shastri course in Krishna Balaram Mandir, Vrindavan. I think I fell a little bit asleep and somebody was waking me up. And a bus driver looks at me and says, Vrindavan. And all I saw was a highway on both sides of me. It's time to forget this place,
Chotikara.
Chotikara. It's on the bus stop on Mathura Delhi highway. And it doesn't really look like a village or town. And I was supposed to come to Vrindavan, but they look at me and they say, in Hindi language, it's Vrindavan, Vrindavan, not like we say Vrindavan. And I looked at them and I kind of nodded, no, this is no Vrindavan. And then after about, 10-15 seconds, he closed the door and he kept going. I guess he was going, away from Delhi still. Years later, of course, I found that I had to get off there and take a rickshaw if I wanted to go to Vrindavan. It wasn't really Vrindavan itself. So then I didn't fall asleep again, but very soon I started seeing very nice domes, like temples, and I was so happy that I'm finally in Vrindavan. And when the bus eventually stopped at the bus stop, I was getting out of the bus and it was so full with the people. And I was asking, where is Krishna Balaram Mandir, established by Swami Prabhupada? And they said, that's in Vrindavan, this is Mathura. I went, oh, okay, then how do I go to Vrindavan? Next bus is tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. And I think I attempted even to find when is the next train, which was about 4 a.m. But this was just about noontime. And pretty soon I found out that it's actually a long time later I found out that in India, once in 3 to 5 years there is elections. And they stop all the traffic going out of Mathura. I don't know how I entered there, but I could not get out of there. And I had a very broken bag. I bought it in India. The straps even broke, but I'm young and strong, devotee. At that time, I would say I was 23 years old. And I'm going to put this fully loaded bag in my armpit and walk to Vrindavan. 16 kilometers, they told me. So then, in this big, big crowd, you could hardly walk through. the bus stop was so full, I saw one Western brahmachari on the other end of this crowd, and somehow he's slowly coming my way. And then I started going a little bit his way. Maybe he can help me a little bit. There's nobody else speaking proper English. Mine wasn't either so proper. So then when I was really close to this brahmachari, he held a bicycle. I started talking to him English. You know, what's going on here? I need to go to Vrindavan. And he didn't know, I think, about elections either. But he spoke some Hindi to the locals. And then the message finally came to me very clearly that I cannot get to Vrindavan in any mode of transportation today. His name was Radhanath Brahmachari. Today he's
Which
done.
year?
He was 96, one of the last days of the month of September.
Okay.
And you know, these days he's Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, who is residing probably currently in Vrindavan. And then, anyhow, I will just walk to Vrindavan. I'm young and strong. You know, I did not come to Mathura. Sorry, I made a mistake. Somehow or other, I can't get out of here. But then he looked at me and he said, Prabhu, it's about the lunchtime. Please come to our temple, Dei Prasadam. So he asked a man nearby with a rickshaw. He said, put your bag on this rickshaw. He rode bicycle ahead of me, and I was following in this rickshaw. And I still remember it was my first rickshaw ride probably in my lifetime. And I felt a little bad for this little rickshaw rider. But it wasn't too hilly. We got out on the streets, and very soon we arrived at Keshaji Gaudimat. I had no idea. I've never been here. And then as I walked in, I could not believe. There's all these Western devotees, mostly Westerners, no Indians. And Vrindavan Vilasini was the first one who walked up to me. Oh, there's a new devotee, please come. And first thing, she's like showing me the temple, and she brings me upstairs and she says, you need to come here. And you see this brahmachari, Naveen Krishna Brahmachari, please pay dandavats to him. And I don't know who it is, but Vrindavan Vilasini says he's Bhaktivinoda Narayan Maharaj's servant. And Maharaj these days, he was busy somehow, but I don't know who he is. Yes, I paid my dandavats. Anyhow, they put me in a room, and I remember all these devotees, like Swarup Damdar from France, Jaydev from Hungary, Dear Krishna from Norway, Jagmohan was there, I think Vishaka was there, and
Jagmohan, England Jagmohan.
yes.
Okay.
And then Vrindavan Vilasini says, told me at 6 p.m. that same day, there is a darshan with Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. And I had no idea who he is, never heard about him. And then before that, some devotees like Ren Gopal was there also from England. They told me slightly what's going on, where I arrived. And they said, well, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj is a disciple of Prabhupada's godbrother. And I kind of didn't like it at first that I'm losing one generation, you know. Well, I should rather take, anyhow, those are my thoughts, but I heard a few details, and then 6 o'clock, Gurudev's room opened up on the second floor, and Vrindavan Vilasini introduced me to Srila Gurudev, and I had my first conversation with him. And my impression was that Gurudev is completely non-diplomatic, very simple, like a sadhu, not some powerful Shakti. I've seen many ISKCON gurus, like you can't almost breathe. He spoke to me so simple, so sweet. Like, where are you from? And then one of his questions was, why did you come to India? But prior to that, I wanted to say, he was asking me also where I come from, and he did not know the name of my country. But when I brought up the name Lithuania, Latvia is near Lithuania, then he recognized. And then he asked me, why did you come here? And my answer was, I came to India to find a guru. Radhe Radhe.
Sounds like the guru found you.
And I spent the night there. Maybe I was going to end, but yeah, I spent night there, and I woke up next morning and things really started clearing up. I heard about some conflicts among devotees, and ISKCON doesn't like this very special Indian sadhu I just spoke to. And I still had to go back to Vrindavan. It was like for many months I was preparing for this, and I went back there, but very soon I came back, and that whole month of Kartik, since I met Gurudev right before Kartik, I spent with Srila Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Maharaj, and ironically, I went back to Krishna Balaram Mandir after Kartik right away. They had a test for this Bhakti Shastra course, which supposedly lasts 3 months. And I took the test, and I had a certificate that I passed this test also. But the main thing was whole month with Srila Gurudev and Bhaktivedanta Maharaj.
Thank you. Prabhu, what is your name?
Lakshman.
How you came in Krishna consciousness? Please tell something.
How did I come to Krishna consciousness? Back in the late 60s, I was at a friend's house who owned a hippie shop downtown, a head shop, and was over at his house one night, and I was searching at the time.
Where was this at?
In Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was searching at the time for a spiritual life. I was reading the autobiography of Yogi and many other books from India and stuff like that. And I was at his place, and he put on the Radha Govinda album by George Harrison, And he put that on, and I listened to it, and I read the back cover, and I said, this is it. I finally found it. So I asked him, where can I get more books on this? And he said, at a bookstore in Madison, Wisconsin, at the college there, they have all the books. So I drove down about 2 or 3 days later, bought all the books that they had, brought them back home, started reading them, listening to the Radha Govinda album. And then a friend of mine calls me up who was also interested in Krishna consciousness. He lived right next door to me. He says, Larry, there's Hare Krishna's downtown in front of the Liberty bookstore, Liberty shopping store. So we drove down there, and I met him. And it was, what's his name? He's on the Big Island right now. He was living in Badger. Gopavinapal. Yeah, in Leela Shakti, I think, the book distributor, famous book distributor, and one other person. So I invited them back to my house, and they stayed with me at my home, my parents' home, and they cooked, shot them and everything there for like 2 or 3 days, and then. Even before I met them, I had a Sika, because I saw the pictures and the pictures of the devotees. I just made myself a Sika, not even meeting any devotees. So they were very shocked when they saw that. So about 2 weeks later, I sold everything, sold my Jaguar, which I really liked, and I moved right into the LA temple, and flew to LA, moved right into the temple, and it was when I got there, it was like heaven. It was like the spiritual world, all the lights, all the colors. I felt like I was on LSD or something, but I wasn't. So that's how I became the Krishna consciousness.
When did you meet Prabhupada?
Just 6 months after I was in the temple.
people.
Yeah.
So,
10 years at Pujari.
Gokulananda Mata, you speak today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Maniyana. Maniyana. Once the Maniyana, I tell her. Sri Gurave Sri Gaura Chandraya Saparikari Yugal Kisaraya Cha Brajadhamaya Purushottam Chitraya Radhavanaya Cha Namo Namaha Vrindaya Tulasi Devai Piyaya Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sattvatai Namo Namaha. All together, President. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, I pay my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Paramaradha Guru Pad Padma, Om Vishnu Pad, Paramhamsa Swami, Ashtotara Sata, Shishya Mata Vedanta Srila Bhavan Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnu Pad, Paramhamsa Swami, Ashtotara Sata, Shishya Mata Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, with the associates Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur, especially my Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Prabhupada, Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and yes, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. I convey my Dandavat Pranam, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavi assembled here, encourage me to speak some Hari Katha. So, you have heard about how they come in contact of Gurudev and how they came in Krishna consciousness. So what I tell in Maniyana, when he first time went to Costa Rica, myself, Gurudev, Rajanath Prabhu, Vrindadidi, Tungavidadi, one more will be there. So Vrindadidi and Tungavidadi, they are from Holland. And he never knew any Spanish language. Vrindadidi and Tungavidadi went market to buy something. One shop there called Maniyana. They thought the name of shop is Maniyana. They, but 1 hour, they would here, there, Maniyana. After that, when they returned to temple, what is Maniyana? Whenever, tomorrow. They thought Maniyana is the name of the shop.
The shop?
They thought the name of the shop is Maniyana. Where we have Maniyana. I'm coming about Gurudev. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Gurudev and Swami Maharaj has too much intimacy from beginning. Time of Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur, who joined in Mott, they are from either Bengal or Odisha or Assam, mainly. No Hindi speaking person came. Srila Gurudev is the first who came from Hindi background. Prabhupada has so many disciples. They have every year disciple have disciples. Like Bhakti Rakshak Sudhar Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, or probably Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Saranga Goswami, so many. So, Gurudev came Hindi speaking person and moreover from police background. How Gurudev came in police? At that time British was ruling India. So they want to take some man in police department. Gurudev was top athlete in Bihar state. High jump, long jump, running, boating, cycling, stop. so none can compete with him. So when he went there for recruitment, their condition was very big playground, have to run one end to other end, have to come back. And they speak some sentence in English, have to repeat that. The Gurudev thought himself, in beginning I will not burn my energy. So many persons has come, I don't know them. Few hundred was there. They told me, beginning I will not go the other end. When people will go, they will return, I start with them, then I give my full speed, I will fast. I don't want to be second. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, blow whistle, all run. With running, Gurudev saving his energy. When so many people went other end coming back, Gurudev midway turn with them and give full speed, became fast. Some has noticed. Then they complain to officer, this guy not going to other end. Gurudev, I am coming quite, I know I have full energy. If anybody do competition, I will be fast. They are telling this and that. Then officer telling, do you know him? No. Well, he is Mr. Tiwari, top athlete of Bihar, high jump, long jump, boating, cycling, running. Gurudev told, if anybody want competition, I am ready. Who want to competition with me? When they heard, this is Mr. Tiwari, everybody know his name, but not by face. Oh, this is, no, he is the first. We don't want to make competition. Then I told Guru, this is cheating. Because I am sevak. They were not cheating. Why? Well, I want to be fast. If they start again, I will be fast. My target is must be fast. And to cheat them, they are British ruling India, so I have to cheat them. So I did this. After that, the Gurudev told, well, I hate English language, but I have to read, no other choice. Only why? The British are ruling India, how they torture our mother, sister, everyone, they torture very badly. They rape them and after raping they torture them. That's why I hate them. And in school also, I have to read, but in midday when head teacher will come for English, then I became sleepy. When the teacher beat you, no. I was first boy, never beat me, never chastised. But I was alert in my education, but I don't know why sleepy come. Then I told Gurudev telling, well, maybe I was in previous birth Bengali. So Bengali, in midday they take some rest. Your Gurudev should take rest in midday? Pushpananda Prabhu?
What? Gurudev would take rest at midday?
Your Gurudev?
He would take in the afternoon something, maybe after lunch, a little something.
Yes.
Just very little.
Even in Bengal nowadays even also. Midday they will take rest, so they close the market. They will open earlier, they close market midday, again afternoon open till 9 or 10 p.m. So, and when Gurudev was a young boy, every day he need rice. And Bihar made foodstuff is wheat products and chickpea product. And Gurudev father, there are 3, Gurudev father and 2 uncles. Everybody has children and they will cook rice on Dadashi day after Ekadashi. Gurudev will, when I little grow, I start weeping, rice. Or other will cook or not, mother bound to cook for me. Where this Bengali boy come in our family? Every day in rice. I tell Gurudev, yes, you are Bengali boy. Well, how come? We are associate of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu born in Bengal. And Mahaprabhu need rice. So you are his associate with rice, and we began to laugh. So Gurudev, by this way, will tell me, and when officer told some sentence, Gurudev, I am watching how he speaks. I am living his movement of his lips. Like after that, I also did mimicry with him like same time. I don't know what I told. And officer began to laugh so much. But then it went down. So now Gurudev don't know Bengali at all. One devotee of Prabhupada named Narottomananda Brahmachari. Later he became Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj. He is responsible to bring Gurudev in Mott and responsible to bring Trivikram Maharaj also Mott. Here in his class, both of them join in Mott. Trivikram Maharaj came 1942 and Gurudev came 1946. And my Guru Maharaj came 1930. So what happened? So Gurudev was in Bihar and that Narottomananda Brahmachari went for preaching with few Brahmachari. And he was a very good Bhagavad speaker. Gurudev does not know Bengali at all. And who was Gurudev's boss? Police SSP. He was Bengali. So his name was Mr. Chakraborty. He hosts full team for preaching. And Mr. Chakraborty Mr. Banerjee, not Chakraborty, Banerjee. Mr. Banerjee knows Gurudev long time. He knows Gurudev very Shraddhalu. Invite him come to in class. Gurudev told, going there, I was sitting there. Now you can understand or no, because they are speaking Bengali. But I used to sit there from beginning till end. After prasad, then I used to talk to the speaker. Well, how you speak? Well, I speak English and he knows English, so no harm. 1 hour, 2 hours to talk with English. Gradually my Shraddha developed. And they did Nagar Sankirtan. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Never seen Nagar Sankirtan, never heard all this thing. In Ramanuja Gurudev's whole family, they are initiated Ramanuja Sampradaya, but no, Gurudev not. Say always do Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, not Hare Krishna.
No Krishna.
No. Nowadays they are doing, but in the beginning, no. Only Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. We never know Hare Krishna, Gurudev tell you. We know only Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Then gradually, then he told about Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Then Gurudev started writing letter. Well, how he write? Well, English. And Padma Gurudev answering his question in English. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, at that time name was Sajjan Seva Brahmachari. He take dictation and write. Going on like this way. One day, police inspector will come for inspection, another department, not Gurudev department, but police, there are so many sections. So what happened? So they went, they make file ready, but could not find is misplaced. All are searching in few hours, 2 hours. Police officer will come, just as apparently, maybe suspend us. Gurudev went there also, all department came there. Gurudev was told, Mr. Tiwari ji, you can search that file also. Gurudev told, how I can search? I never know the file, I never came in this departmental office, first time I came. And moreover, I don't know the color of the file, white or red or blue or yellow or green, I have no idea. How I can find it? Still you can go and pull out file, turn over and keep there. Gurudev is completely cheating. That his boss told, no, this is not cheating, this is called sympathy. They will think you are helping them. We are told, doing pranam, closing eyes, oh Prabhu, hey Bhagavan, oh God, if I have any 1% of desire to serve you. Closing eyes, when I first put my hand, file must appear there. Then do the closing eyes, going there, pull out one, going there, closing eyes, pull out one, file. And can you check this? Different person came. Oh, this is the file, I told you. It was here. Then or more came. Then go to their boss. Who discovered this? Well, Mr. Tiwari. Who is Mr. Tiwari? I don't know. Well, no, not our department, from other department. Call him and they are all taking Gurudev, dancing Tiwari Vijay, Tiwari, dancing, keeping him on their shoulder. Gurudev told the bigger demigod of please save us from chastisement of police officer. Gurudev told, I came to Bhagavan, so Bhagavan fulfill my desire. So I have to do bhajan of Bhagavan. Gurudev told him, purchase one bead and start chanting Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Every day 64 rounds chanting, doing duty. Then I have nothing to worry. For washing cloth, one servant there, cooking another servant there, cleaning my room, another servant there, few servants. So when not my duty, I can chant only. So one day, in Gurudev department, police inspector are supposed to come for inspection. And police duty shifting changing, like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Shifting like this, shifting change. The Gurudev shifting change from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So, oh, my office is walking distance, 3-4 minutes only. Let some chant rounds. He chanting, forget completely. He has to attend his duty. And this very day, inspector is supposed to come. We said, oh my gosh, about 4:35 a.m., they told I came in external sense. Let me check. They can expel me, suspend me. They could not kill me, could not shoot down or hand to sentence to death. They could not do that. My father has so much cultivation learned. I came like a hobby. No problem. Let go. While he's talking his colleagues, my dear friends, what happened today? Inspector came, oh Tiwari ji, why joking with us? This open wound, you can joke, let few days pass. Open wound means only you get promotion. There is open wound. If you put some chili powder or black pepper powder or salt, it will be cooling effect or burn more.
Burn more.
Burn more. You will not get anyone promotion and you got highly promotion. So you are ridiculing. Can joke, no problem with your friends. Let few days pass. It's too much for in our heart. Let it subside. But they are very nice. Really today I was not there. Now, oh Tiwari ji, being Brahmin boy, so high class Brahmin, why telling lie? We don't know you. We have seen when officer came, inspector, how you salute him and how he answered his question, being very smart. We became surprised. We never know you are so smart. They told, my dear, I am telling true, I am speaking true, I was not there. Then they brought service book. Tiwari ji, this is your signature, it is fake signature or your real signature, or we did on behalf of you. And look, the inspector written highly promotion. We told them, tears coming down. Oh, for me, Prabhu take my form and did pranam, salute to the lecture. No more service. Have to do offering. Offering is to be done. No more service. I quit service. Then what Gurudev did? He quit his service. And he told, from there he took train with him one blanket, one lota, you know lota? Indian lota? Water pot made of metal, round like this. One bell metal pot, this Gurudev came and he deported in Navadvip Dham. First time in Navadvip, midnight, and no electricity, completely dark. How to go, where to go? Maybe Gurudev thinking I have to spend overnight here, and Gurudev came in police dress. Where to go, how to go? Okay, I may spend overnight, but next morning, first step where, which direction, east, west, south, north, which direction I put my first step? I don't know Bengali at all, and they don't know Hindi. We are thinking, train gone, only 3 passengers they gone, I was standing and thinking. The meantime, some Lalten coming and calling out, Tiwariji, Mr. Tiwariji here, Mr. Tiwariji here. I thought, who is calling out my name? I am Mr. Tiwari, I am Mr. Tiwari. Hearing my voice, Lalten came to me. Gurudev was mustache, police dress, and who are you? Well, my name is Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari. Then Gurudev did pranam, he did pranam also. My Guru Maharaj, the name was at that time Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari. How Gurudev knew? I asked Gurudev, but when my Guru Maharaj, Keshav Goswami Maharaj, answered my letter, time to time, mention his name, Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari. By that he knew. Well, how you knew I am coming? I am not writing letter to Gurudev. But yesterday, early morning, Mahaprabhu appeared in front of Guru Maharaj Keshav Goswami. I told, tomorrow, this time, your Sevak Narayan Tiwari will come, Sivan Narayan Tiwari. You have to arrange to bring him here. That's all. And next day, they all meet together. And Gurudev does not know Bengali, and they don't know Hindi. Some others spending time. Gurudev came in December last week. Then March Gaur Purnima, Gurudev got Harinam and Diksha. And Devananda Mount, situated on the main road of Navadvip. When the farmers will go for selling their project, their products, like Loki, eggplant, pointed gold, bitter gold, everything, they'll pass through there. And at that time, what in charge was Prabhupada's disciple named Narahari Prabhu. Everybody treat him like mother. He loved everyone so much. He stopped there and purchased there. No need to go to market. When he purchased from farmers first time, he has not sell any product, then gave it to cheaper. So Gurudev also came with him, and he had big basket, keep there, and he was small stick, bamboo stick, very lean and thin. Say the cow, anything will come to chase them. So when Narahari was checking, he moved the stick, it hit Narahari was here, slightly touched, by chance.
He moved the stick?
So the big basket and stick also there. When Narahari Prabhu checking the vegetables, how fresh, they moved stick and touch here, unknowingly. No, to Narahari Prabhu.
Yeah, Narahari hit his head with the stick?
No. The farmer stick, he moving, then touch here.
To Narahari?
Yes. Gurudev became very angry. And Gurudev went inside, he big one bamboo pole, and come, beat the farmer, and bamboo pole broke it. Ah! He dropped everything, went to village. Gurudev calm and quiet. Narayan Prabhu, why beat you? Well, why hit you? You know, by chance it can do, there is no scratch at all. Now, whole villagers will come and beat you and beat us, and very hard to stay in Navadvip. Well, you can show your police anger in your people, not here in Mott, not in Navadvip. You don't know Navadvip people. Because what can I do? What happened? Broken Bengali. What I shall tell you, follow my order? Yes. At that time, there is 2 rooms only in Devananda Mott. One for DT, another for Paramudev. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami, all are living in Baranda, big Baranda. About 40 devotees, more than 40 devotees of Prabhupada Sasi Thakur, and probably some disciples, all living in Baranda. And Paramudev bed they make higher, because in winter time we will have the keep under bed. So Narahari Prabhu told, come here. He moved something and will go under bed and sit there. Unless until I will not call, you should not answer anybody's any question. It must happen, people will come. After that, after half an hour, about 100 farmers came searching Gurudev to beat him. Where Samadhan? Where Samadhan? Searching him. And when devotees said, and saffron cloth, people think all are same. Who not seen them as before, they could not recognize. And Gurudev was white cloth. They are searching this, no, this guy, no, this guy, no, this, no. But he was white cloth. Now you would look, are all sadhus saffron cloth. If some outsider came and it happened, what can I do? We are not responsible for that. The farmers became very angry who got beaten by Gurudev. Why blaming them? If outsider did what they can do. Look, all the saffron cloth. And you have to not this, not the whole did. But know how I can tell you about them. They were not there. It's quite white cloth. Then farmers abusing that farmer who beaten by Gurudev, all that gone. And when Narahari Prabhu hide Gurudev, we understand something happened, so hide it. After 1 hour, then Narahari Prabhu called, now we can come out. After that, so every day after Mangala is Joy Dhani. So one day some Prabhupada disciple told Narayan Prabhu, he can give Joy Dhani. Gurudev giving Joy Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vika Giridhari Sri Sri Radha Govinda Gopinath Madan Radha Vinod Bihari Jiv Ki Jai Nitya Lila Puja Vishnu Pal Sri Bhakti Pragyan Kesav Sant Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Lila Puja Vishnu Pal Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Give Joy Dhani. Then Prabhupada, so many Prabhupada disciples, only few disciples of Param Gurudev, 5, 6, all Prabhupada disciples, they tell him, Narayan Prabhu, you did wrong. Well, your Gurudev is why telling Nitya Lila Pravishta? Do you think your Gurudev Prabhupada is higher, my Gurudev lower? Your Gurudev superior, my Gurudev inferior? Forget this. My Gurudev for me is all in all. Well, now I can Nitya Lila Pravishta. Gurudev told, what is it? I have no idea at all. Then they wait, after that they do pranam to Param Gurudev. And Param Gurudev got laughing so much. Why are you laughing? Well, you are Nitya Lila Pravishta. God brother, they can joke, make laugh. Then they told what happened, they told. And Gurudev also going with them to do pranam. Well, your sister Narayan Prabhu told you are Nitya. Prabhupada was laughing, well, yes, it's still true. All became surprised. How come? They are asking, listen, who is bona fide Gurudev? They are same time in this world, and Aprakat, Navadvip, Aprakat, Vrindavan, wherever Mahaprabhu has passed time going, they are also. One from here and so many from there. Then they understood this fact. Who is bona fide Guru? He came in this world sent by Radhika to help fallen soul, and same time they are in one form, the Mahaprabhu's time in October Navadip, and where Mahaprabhu's Lila are going on, other Brahmanas, they are there also, and where Radha Krishna first time, they are there also. All became silent. By this way, Gurudev spent his time in mode. And at that time, no electricity. Lalten, whole night they became black, have to clean. They were told, I never did all these things. I have 4 or 5 servant days to do for me. Now I have to do. But nobody is telling me, serve this, that. But when they are serving, 1 or 2 days, then I do how they are doing, then I start that service. And Gurudev was very good cook. Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, we all very good cook. So now they give responsibility to Gurudev for cooking. And few days Gurudev finished 5 kilos of oil. And all are very happy. Oh, very nice cook, nice cook. After few days, no oil. Paramahimsa will chastise how oil runs so fast. Then you can go and ask money from your Gurudev for purchasing oil. Paramahimsa went, and Gurudev went to Paramahimsa, Paramahimsa surprised. What? Then his godbrother was laughing and joking. If you want to very tasty thing, oil more needed. Otherwise, how will it be tasty? And Paramahimsa giving money. Why they are not going? Paramahimsa chastised them. And Paramahimsa never chastised Gurudev. Why not? He chastising my Guru Maharaj, TV from others. Why not? But I think for police force, he may run it, but so no one is chastising. And how Gurudev is very good cook, I am giving one example. In Mathura nowadays even also, 14th January called Pous Parvan, Pous Sankranti, that it took place. This is nowadays where Ganges meet with ocean, Bay of Bengal. So that day we will all go for begging in Mathura. They will give some khichdi, dal and rice mixed together, and give some winter cloth, something, these, that, so many things. So we have about 15, 16 brahmachari there. Who was the senior most? His name was Nandanandan Prabhu. We told, you can stay, we are going for Bhiksha. And you have to cook or to do offering to deity and have to give prasad to Gurudev. Okay. All we gone, morning after prasad. Gurudev was in his room. Hey Nandan, why you not gone? Like they told, I have to cook, I have to offer to deity, I have to give prasad to you. But no need, you can go. But no. But they will be angry all when they will come back. So no, have to go. 3 times, then Nandan Prabhu gone out. And Gurudev, what to do now? Already 10 o'clock. Then Gurudev had another godbrother named Kunjabihari Brahmachari. He was from military background. He quit, Gurudev quit his job, come to Paramahimsa. He also quit his job from Himalaya side, came to Paramahimsa. And he was downstairs, called him. Now what to do? Now I have to cook. Both Gurudev and Kunjabihari, Gurudev head cook, chef, and Kunjabihari helping him. And they make khichdi, big pot. Both brother, godbrother. When it was almost finished, Nandan Prabhu came and bring some sabji, cook rice and sabji, offer deity, Vidarati, give prasad to Gurudev. When we came at 2:30, 3 p.m., we came. And Gurudev was resting. Nandan Prabhu serving all of us because we are tired. Well, how can it be very tasty? And Nandan Prabhu is a good cook. But yes, all you know that you are good cook. But no, I am not cooking. Then why joking with us? Only you are there, no one is there. Well, you can imagine, you can guess who has cooked today. No, we have. But no, Gurudev. How come Gurudev cooked? Then he told the whole story. So Gurudev cooked so much, even next day morning we eat also. Very good. By this way, we spending time in Mathura. When I came first to Mathura, we mostly are from Bengal. Bengal moderate climate, not so hot, not so cool. But this year was very hot. Not like Mathura, but comparatively was hot. So when I came first day, then Premandu gave me prasad. He gave me dal, sabji and chapat. And one small ball, this size, rice. Then Premandu telling, you can think chapati is rice, rice is sabji. Very. He Bhagavan, had I came. And Bengalis, they don't like chapati at all. Nowadays they eat. At that time, our idea was that who is very poor, could not get any food, they eat only roti, chapati. This was our idea in Bengal. If puri, then very good. But where I came, no rice. By this way, we spent time there. After 1 year, somehow that hot summer gone. My Guru Maharaj Baba Goswami came with his Sevak Sundarananda Prabhu. I told my Guru Maharaj, I don't want to stay here anymore. He said, why not? It's so hot, I can't tolerate. At no money, if I have money, I can run away from there to Navadvip. I told his Sevak, give me money, I'll go. Well, no, I can send you later. Only now, not giving, how we can give later? My Guru Maharaj told, listen, if you come to me, it's very good. And then no come, you have to reply by writing letter by hand. Like I can give dictation, you can take dictation, you are a learned scholar, you can cook for me, you can clean my everything you can do. But do you know if I take you, all will criticize me. Why? Well, I have taken Narayana Sevak with me. Well, I am only 1 year here. There are so many seniors of my God, but I am the newcomer. Well, no, we have to stay. Then I told again and again. And Guru Maharaj told, you are my Guru, I am your Guru. I told Guru Maharaj, you surely my Guru. And listen, one order for you for whole life. Je soy, say no, I mean, so tolerate exit. The rest of your life have to be in Mathura. And I am handing over to you, Srila Narayan Maharaj. His service, my service, his service. Don't differentiate between him and me. From that day, I am service of Gurudev. How my Guru Maharaj is so magnanimous, so generous. No one will give disciple service to other Vaishnava. 31 years, Gurudev kept me as his personal assistant. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpataru bhascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanang pavanebho vaishnavebho namo namaha. Tomorrow, Radha Gokulananda Mataji and Radha Mataji will speak. How they can contact with Guru. Yeah? Tomorrow. Maniyana.
Yeah.
Mahamantra, who will do? Jai?